As Elton John says, it's Saturday, and Saturday means Collision as we approach Maximum Carnage. Konosuke, Takeshita, Darby Allin, AEW Mid-Atlantic / International Championship will be on the line there here on Maximum Carnage, as we have a brilliant show for you tonight, and the invasion continues and comes to a conclusion tonight. Can we see the NXT guys finally pit? Then we have Fatal Beauty, the new faction. Mariah May, Harley Cameron take on Jamie Hayter and TBS champion Anna Jay. Tony D'Angelo looks to take the TNT title to NXT. He takes on Christian Cage tonight. And our main event, ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Danielson, Shawn Spears. Bryan upsetting Joe, but looking. Here we have Fatal Beauty doing a conga to the ring as they look set to take on the team of Jamie Hayter and TBS champion Anna Jay. Of course, Mariah May, Harley Cameron and the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo make up Fatal Beauty. In action here tonight is Mariah May and Harley Cameron. They will be representing, here's the TBS champion. The last time we'll actually see this render, because I do have a better one now where the face isn't like, you can't really tell it's printed on it. It's just more smooth, you know. I'm always looking for perfection, you get me? And TBS champion here is her partner Jamie Hayter. And of course Mariah May will be wanting to prove herself and get herself to that main event scene ASAP. But Deonna Purrazzo being the leader is quite a problem. Of course, we know that she has opportunities at Maximum Carnage. She looks to face Anna Jay for that TBS championship, I believe. I don't know what day it's on yet. I'm going to have a quick check in the old Booking 3000. But I'm sure them two are facing off at Maximum Carnage, and they are, yes. So Anna Jay going to get a taste of some 2/3 of Fatal Beauty. Obviously, working cohesion with Deonna Purrazzo. Mariah May took to the corner. Anna Jay quick tag, bringing in Jamie Hayter, the young Brit from Southampton, England. Point to prove. She's faced very robust competitors like Timeless Toni Storm. She has Mariah May has Jamie in a submission here, gets out of it. A little bit early, in my opinion, to be going for a submission. And I would say I'd like to see these two in singles action, because I think that would be a great match. Pedigree off the bat from Mariah May could have Jamie Hayter beaten, but not even a 1 count. Not even a 1 count. Shows the resilience, and forearm flying in there from Jamie Hayter. Grapple. Irish whip gonna take it to the outside. What the hell's Hayter doing? Tribute to the Celtic warrior Sheamus as the 10 clubs are gonna hit. And Anna Jay decides to break it up. And Deonna's on the edge of the ring there getting involved, but backs out when Jamie looks at her. Mariah May dueling with the TBS champion on the outside, kicking the hell out of her. Well, the referee's distracted. Jamie Hayter just noticed. She was distracted by Deonna. Takes down Harley Cameron and now goes after Mariah May. Of course, the 2 legal women in the ring. She needs to bring her back in the ring. And of course, still to come, we've got much action, including Bryan Danielson and Shawn Spears. The last NXT invasion today, folks. So the last time we'll see Shawn Spears on AEW for a little bit, anyway, at least. And a kick there from Anna Jay, the champion, building up momentum now. Harley Cameron in the ring for Fatal Beauty in the pink attire today, which is my favourite. Nice move there, drop toe hold, and elbow drop to follow it up. Got to be consistent with the moves. Harley Cameron's still a rookie in the ring, learning, and she learns the hard way as Anna Jay turns her over and pummels her to her face. Of course, got that face mask on to protect the beauty. I can think of 2 big reasons why Harley Cameron's got a big future in AEW, and it's not of a physical aspect. It's she's very charismatic, and she's also developing well in the ring. And a clothesline sends Harley Cameron back into the corner. Tag from Anna Jay brings in Jamie Hayter. Harley Cameron in the corner, reversal. We've seen Harley Cameron compete for the very first TBS Open Championship against Mercedes Moné. She came up short there, but putting one hell of a fight as she has an armbar in here. Of course, Mercedes Moné off in New Japan doing her own thing there. She'll be back soon, I'm sure. Following Maximum Carnage, she'll be wanting that TBS title back, or maybe even the world title. Because the women's world title will be on the line at Maximum Carnage. Mina Shirakawa, Toni Storm. Toni Storm, of course, winning that Rumble, earning that shot. Will be wanting to go to Maximum Carnage and leaving with the gold. Anna Jay, nice clothesline there from Harley. And the interference from Jamie here, just as Harley's about to build up a head of steam, gives Anna Jay a chance. Grapple there from Anna, takedown. And this is what I mean, the wrestling acumen of someone like Anna Jay is just a lot higher than Harley Cameron at this stage in her career. Could do with making the tag to Mariah May. Don't think Anna Jay will let that happen as she boots Cameron in the face. Maybe the face mask will give her a little bit of defense. Excuse me. Still to come, we hear from Switchblade Jay White, who suffered a gruesome attack from Adam Cole and put him out of action a couple of weeks ago. Let's see how he is. What he's got to say. He's backstage, but he's not in any medical capacity to compete. So I'm sure we'll hear what his future looks like. Rumours circulating that he's injured. He might not make it to AEW for a few weeks, so maybe even a few months, we don't know. But Jay White's here to give us the scoop. Pinfall attempt here by Harley Cameron, kick out, not even one from the champ. The Honor rooting for a rookie, as she says, and blowing a kiss to Anna Jay here is Harley Cameron. Clothesline and reversed. Rookie error. Going for that clothesline, actually. Goes over the rope herself, and Anna Jay gonna go for the takeout, but misses. Harley Cameron needs to take advantage of this now. And she's gonna, no she isn't, reversed into the barricade. And I just feel like there's such a gulf in experience when these two meet up onto the barricade, and kick to the head, sending Harley Cameron to the ground. Anna Jay she was gonna go for Mariah May there, I think, back in the ring. Maybe has this one via count out. Gonna go to the top rope. Is she targeting The Honor? And does attack The Honor from behind. But Harley Cameron's gonna stop her. And now Jamie here, it's all chaos. Anna Jay on top again. She actually attacked The Honor from behind, and The Honor looks worried now. She steps away from Anna Jay, doesn't want anything to do with her hot tag, Mariah May in. The more experienced wrestler. But Harley Cameron suffered that much she can't get out of the ring. Against the ropes goes Anna Jay. Can Mariah May pick up an impressive pinfall against the champion? That maybe stakes her claim in the conversation of the TDS Championship, to be fair. Because surely if she were to pick up a pinfall and Anna Jay, questions must be asked. Deonna Purrazzo, of course, winning that fatal four-way to gain that match against Wendy Chu, Thea Hale. NXT stars all over invading AEW for the past couple of weeks. So as we look towards NXT, it will be coming 11th of March. If you haven't read already on the community post, it's going to be exciting. You need to see what options we've got on WWE 2K25. Of course, some superstars will be, as Anna Jay goes for a pinfall here, we're just going to turn our attention to this. And she looked exhausted and got the pinfall, but Mariah May got the shoulder up at 2.5. NXT is we're gonna have superstars that are dual branded, so that can appear on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So like not Raw and SmackDown, but Raw and NXT, SmackDown and NXT. The likes of Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, they will be able to go home to NXT and compete there. But they also have obligations on Raw and SmackDown should Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce need them. Tony Khan working with a stellar roster, a stacked roster, as Jamie Hayter goes for the finisher. And Mariah May going for something reversed by Jamie Hayter. And I have to say how impressed I am with the teamwork of Jamie Hayter and Anna Jay. It's been superb. And oh my goodness, pile driver. And somebody check on Jamie Hayter there, because that move has broken many a necks. And Anna Jay was quick to respond. She seems okay, back to her feet. Anna Jay goes for the kick on Mariah May. Armbar. Looking for an armbar. And could make Mariah May tap here, Jamie Hayter. And Harley Cameron breaks it up. Fatal Beauty still in this match, and zigzag. And of course, Deonna's on the apron making her feelings aware, and Jamie Hayter punch. And what's she going to do to the Virtuoso? She's going to give her 10 clubs to the chest. The TBS champion is enjoying this as her partner, Jamie Hayter, Backbreaker. We see that move from AJ Styles. Has Mariah May back to her feet. Misses the slap. And that's going to be costly because the suplex is going to counter that. Jamie Hayter could be in trouble here, folks. Elbow drop to the back. Harley Cameron on the outside, watching and observing the more veteran Mariah May. Probably learning things as well. There's that aspect to understand. Jamie Hayter escapes. And Jamie Hayter not gonna... Oh, she does hit something. Oh, now what's she gonna go for? Yeah, clothesline lariat. We've seen her put away women with that move. And attacks hit Harley Cameron. I feel like there's a little bit of beef there, to be honest. Jamie Hayter, Harley Cameron. Sounds like a future match. As Jamie takes out Harley. Mariah's going to go help her, but Jamie's quick and reacts. She knew that she was coming. Deonna's still giving verbiage from the outside. Mariah has her locked up, but we know Mariah's a bit of a submission specialist. Has Jamie Hayter locked up. Jamie could do with a tag to Anna Jay here. Just to escape. And she does get the tag to the TBS champion. Mariah May going to face the TBS champion now. And Anna Jay, knee to the face. Good night. That's the pinfall. The champ is here. 3 count there from Anna Jay. Putting away Mariah May and Fatal Beauty. And that's a good momentum builder for Anna Jay going into a match at Max Carnage against Deonna Purrazzo. A victory over her 2 companions. We'll go further. Impressive performance from Jamie Hayter, but we have to talk about Fatal Beauty. Were no mugs in this match. They were incredibly as much as a part of this match as these 2 women, the winners. But folks, tomorrow we're going back to the WWE. We're going down under for yours truly, the Elimination Chamber. Well, as things heat up in Brisbane, Australia for the WWE, here in Buffalo, New York, things are still reaching boiling point as we have TNT Championship action for you. Excuse me. The NXT D'Angelo family, only Giovanni Vinci here to support the Don, the underboss, doing the work in laying the groundwork over in NXT, preparing for Tony D'Angelo's arrival. Vinci, of course, recruited by Tony D'Angelo to be a member of the family. Channing Stax Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo. D'Ange won this opportunity by winning a 6-man battle royale to face the patriarch Christian Cage. Now, a lot of talk in the back of this match, following on from the victory for Tony D'Ange. Christian said, he isn't the father, he isn't the Don, I'm his father, and tonight I'm going to make him my son. Christian Cage in his second TNT title defense, of course successfully defended against Swerve Strickland, showed him whose house it really was, and he said it's Daddy's house. Rather cringily, that's what he said. I didn't say that. He said that. Rather cringily. Tony D'Angelo looking to win gold and take it to NXT. It's like a CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011 moment. If Big D'Ange can win the TNT title for the family, it defaces AEW and takes the title to NXT, that would be detrimental. Christian Cage assured Tony Khan that he will walk out of here as TNT champion. So let's get underway, folks. The 30-year veteran versus the 30-minute highlight. Well, bit of an exaggeration, but many people criticise the ability and the aspirations of Tony D'Angelo as he locks up here with one of the greatest, of course, one of the most decorated tag team with Edge, who's co-op in this universe mode. A very decorated singles competitor as well, of course, for multiple-time TNA World Champion, World Heavyweight Champion back in 2011. Christian Cage goes for an early pinfall, thinks he had D'Angelo, and you can see Giovanni Vinci, of course, was an established star, showing some karate moves, but D'Angelo ain't going to like that. And he hits him with the clothesline and now raking the arms of the Patriarch. Of course, Vinci, as I was saying, also was an established wrestler in the tag team division with Imperium. Looking for a new lease of life under the family. Can Tony D'Ange, who promised Giovanni lots of things, he said that should he be successful in his NXT career, he will potentially look at becoming an underboss, as he has the kendo stick, trying to distract the referee, but the referee's too focused on Christian Cage, D'Angelo. Because Christian Cage showing Tony why he's a veteran. Tree of War ties up the Don, knees to the gut, and that's the veteran instinct of Christian. And that's what you gotta wonder, is at such a young age Tony D'Angelo can be so impressive, but when you face somebody like Christian, that's a good clothesline, but when you face someone like Christian, he has a game plan, and he's been in situations against all kinds of different competitors. A few weeks ago we saw him beat Swerve Strickland, who is arguably one of the world champion level competitors of AEW. And Tony D'Angelo, no disrespect, but not on Swerve's level, but earning this title shot with the same opportunity as anyone else, beating Buddy Matthews, who was a former contender for the AEW World Championship. Let's not forget he won a Casino Gauntlet and beat Will Ospreay to even get there. So, very impressive victory for D'Ange. Can he back it up by taking the TNT title to NXT? I'm not so sure. I think the veteran Christian Cage knows what he's doing, but this suplex is not going to be good for the back of Christian Cage. We know how much abuse that back's taken over the 30-year career. And a reversal there from Christian Cage. Throws D'Angelo into the announcer's desk and going to get back in the ring and throws Christian for his age. And Vinci tries to get up, and Christian sends him back down. And Christian actually did not mind that Giovanni Vinci's out here. He got rid of the Patriarch. He wants to do his own thing. Of course, he wants to be world champion. That's his goal. He loves being TNT champion, but he said his ultimate goal is to become the AEW world champion. And based on his performances, you can't argue that he's not possibly going to be a world champion, throwing D'Angelo to the outside of the ring. He thought that he might have the ability to springboard, but he's not 25 anymore. But he's going to go to the top rope and splash to the outside to Tony D'Angelo. Vinci can only watch on. I'm going to throw him back in the ring. So we are in Buffalo, New York tonight. The crowd stacked for AEW Collision. Tomorrow we go to Australia, back with the WWE for the Elimination Chamber. Then we got some Monday Night Raw live from Australia. Vinci distracting Christian. This could be the perfect opportunity that D'Angelo needs as he hits a back body drop there. Can D'Angelo just build up a little bit of momentum? And as I was saying, we're in Australia pinfall here. for WWE Raw Elimination Chamber. Tomorrow, Elimination Chamber, Monday Night Raw. And we're going back to the US as we build towards Saturday night's main event on March the 8th. We've got WrestleMania coming to you on WWE 2K24. That is on the 5th and 6th of April. I will confirm we're having 2 nights of that. Just like we're having 2 nights at Maximum Carnage. We're having 2 nights of WrestleMania execution there from Christian. Very smart move. Might think he has it beat, but what the hell is he doing now? Maybe Vinci distracting him and throws Christian back in. Maybe Christian will not like that, by the way. And he's going to inflict punishment reversal. I thought he was going to, and that's what you get when you take too much time. But Christian's too fast and too slick and drop kick to Vinci. Vinci getting involved in this match way more than he should. I'm sure the Don will be taking note of all the contribution. Now Christian having a big argument with him outside the ring. And what is this going to end with? Christian will not be happy that he managed to reverse his advances and throw him back in the ring. You can tell Christian's fuming. And he's going to hit him unprettier, kill switch, whatever you want to call it. And he hits it on Vinci. And now he's looking to finish the Don. And he taunts this Buffalo crowd. And of course, AEW will be going overseas and the referee's in the way. D'Angelo tried to use that turnbuckle and does. Christian on the steel as D'Angelo stands above him and gives him some verbiage. Kick to the face. Of course, AEW will be going international soon. It is going to the UK in this universe mode. They're currently exploring some dates in the O2 in London. WWE will also visit there later on in the year. The UK are a very big fan base, very passionate fans. AEW and WWE both alike, and even NXT will be visiting the UK alongside other countries like France, Germany, Canada, Australia again, New Zealand, India, Saudi Arabia will be all over the globe. This is a global universe mode, so we're very excited to visit the UK soon here on AEW. That will be the first pit stop for Dynamite and Collision as Christian gets out of it forearm. And I just feel like the experience of Christian Cage might be a little bit too much for Tony D'Angelo. I think he's put up a brilliant effort. I think Vinci has, in some instances, helped him, but some instances hindered him. But of course, the match isn't over, and D'Angelo's trying to fight back. Has Christian up on his shoulders. Snake Eyes off the ropes. Could he go for the pinfall? Can he get a pinfall? Not even a 2 count on Christian. Christian's still very fresh. Of course, hitting that kill switch on Vinci is never a good thing because it's a distraction. And D'Angelo will be taking note of how effective are D'Angelo looking to take that ring turnbuckle post off again as he goes to work on Christian. We've already seen Christian into that and dropped on the ropes. And we don't want to see anyone going to the exposed turnbuckle. Angelo going to the top. Tony win the TNT title. One thing he said, the T in the TNT title stands for Tony. Christian tries to Irish weapon Christian again into that exposed turnbuckle, but he's quick. And for someone his age, he's like Cope. They're both similar. Still a lot of pace and tanking that. Execution. Gonna go for the pinfall. Look at the leg. 1, 2. Tony, and he gets the win. I thought Tony had kicked out. And Christian Cage retains the TNT Championship. Well, he came and he tried and he did not conquer. It was a good effort from D'Angelo, but right now we're finally going to hear from Jay White. Congratulations, Christian. The TNT title staying with AEW. Adam Cole, you really thought that you was going to keep me down. You jumped me from behind and threw me through a goddamn stage light, and now I'm not cleared to wrestle until March the 1st. Congrats, bud. You bought yourself a few weeks, but at Maximum Carnage, there's nowhere left to run. March the 1st, I'm back, and I'm coming straight for you one-on-one in a street fight. No rules, no countouts, no escapes. Just me beating the hell out of you until you regret ever crossing me. You wanted violence, Cole. You just signed your death warrant. Main event time, folks, as the American Dragon Bryan Danielson takes on NXT's Shawn Spears, who will come out on top in this illustrious wrestling match. Well, we know that Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe got a little bit of issues with each other. I don't know if they're going to be resolved. We're hearing that Samoa Joe isn't in the building tonight, but I've also heard the dirt sheets and read online that he is in Buffalo. So we'll have to wait and see if he will have any influence on this match. But Bryan Danielson right now will be focused on Shawn Spears, of course. Shawn Spears recruited Brooks Jensen, formerly with Joshua Briggs. And they represent NXT. You can see them from the 11th of March every Tuesday night. 3-match schedule every Tuesday night, or most Tuesday nights. NXT is not a fixed. It's not a fixed program like AEW and WWE. It's a Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision. It's more of a flexible one. But I'm going to try to do every Tuesday, but obviously I do things. So I can't just upload content consistently. I do a lot of the recording and editing in my spare time, and then I don't do anything else. It's called me sad. But when WWE 2K25 comes out, of course, I want to play it as well. I want to complete the showcase mode, do my rise, explore the island. There's a lot of things I want to do, so I'll try get NXT out. But my first priority is enjoying and exploring the game. But there will be an episode of the other 4, don't worry. And kick out there from Bryan Danielson. What I'm hoping for is that NXT just has a stacked roster to be in with on 2K25, and I don't have to download or wait for any calls. Because in 2K24 I'm going to use the base roster, wait, not use any calls. So I know Julia and Stephanie might be the only ones I have to download. A full Nelson Slam here from Bryan. Because Julia got a world title match at WrestleMania, but that's 4 weeks into 2K25. I'm sure we'll have a Julia if she's in the base game. But I'm trying to keep it as bug free as possible. Maybe downloading attires that are up to date. Daniel Bryan, reversal, goes after Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to call him Bryan. Bryan throws Shawn Spears to the outside of the ring. Notices Spears is out of range. He's going to have to go to the other turnbuckle, but that's time. Spears, of course, a veteran. Because for those of you who didn't know, started in NXT as Ty Dillinger. Called himself the Perfect 10. He's going to need a perfect 10 performance here tonight to beat the American Dragon, as both men stare off, have a minute kicked from Bryan. And that's what Bryan can do. He's very methodical in his wrestling style. He uses the kicks, and of course, freshly announced from Tony Khan, the CEO, Adam Cole and Jay White, following the promo, will meet a Maximum Carnage. Jay White's estimated injury clearance is in March, the 1st of March. So we'll have to see if he even makes it, but he practically, after he went off camera, said he's going to be there no matter what the situation. He's going to fight, and that will be a street fight. So I can only imagine how hellacious that's going to be. That will be hellacious. And of course, just to give you a rough look at how Maximum Carnage is looking, I'm going to overwhelm you with pinfall here and kick out one. So we have 8 matches set up for Maximum Carnage already. The 26th of February, I believe. Let me just double check the calendar, because it's the 26th and the 28th are both similar. 26th. So Wednesday the 26th. So we have one more week of Dynamite and Collision. Then Wednesday the 26th, Dynamite Maximum Carnage comes here. It will be headlined by the world champion Kenny Omega defending against Big Bill. We will also have Anna Jay versus Deonna Purrazzo for the TBS Championship. We'll have Chris Statlander versus Megan Bayne inside a steel cage, and Darby Allin versus Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW International Championship. And on the Sunday, March the 1st, we have the Hurt Syndicate versus the Iron Savages for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. We have Adam Cole versus Jay White in a street fight. We have Bryan Danielson. He will get to take on Samoa Joe in a one-on-one match. And of course, the Women's World Championship will head that. Mina Shirakawa versus Toni Storm will headline that. So we've got a lot to look forward to, folks, at Maximum Carnage. I'm very excited. You should all be very excited. The tides of AEW will change at Maximum Carnage. We're bound to see new champions. We're just bound to. Someone's always got to go. Oh, and of course, I forgot a match, actually. So on Dynamite, there will be Will Ospreay versus Kazuchika Okada for the Continental Championship, which is on the Wednesday. It's on Dynamite. So 5 matches on Maximum Carnage, Dynamite 4 on Collision. Then we go to the new structure. Well, we go to the new structure next week, the 4-3 ratio. Irish Whip here from Bryan. So by that I mean Raw is going to have 4 matches after the next episode of Raw. SmackDown's going to have 4 matches. NXT is going to have 3 matches. Dynamite 4, Collision 3. Get it? Okay, as Daniel Bryan looks to close out the show here, 2 count and kick out by Shawn Spears, and it more or less looked like Bryan is fuming that Shawn Spears got his shoulder up there. It didn't look like he got too much of a shoulder up there, and he's chanting for the yes movement. And now is the time for Bryan to end the match. And Spears how is Shawn Spears getting back to his feet after the knee? Bryan gonna have to do more. Goes for the takedown. Normally you see that converted into a pin. He's gonna go to the top rope, middle rope. It's quite far away, but Bryan is a very athletic guy. I don't know if he'll be able to reach it. He's got down, decided it's too far. Maybe 10 years ago Bryan would have executed that. Spears come back with the double hand push, and now he's in rage. And now Bryan is in big trouble because Spears is sensing the end. Can NXT pick up a victory? Lou Thesz press and punches to the face of the American Dragon. And whoever wins this, bragging rights. Of course, Bryan Danielson needs this win. I know we've seen NXT superstars be unlucky tonight, but it's so important that Bryan wins this, because he's got a match with Samoa Joe at Maximum Carnage, and that will be carnage. And I'll be very surprised if we don't see Joe here at some point tonight, because he is pissed off with Bryan Danielson for calling him out after the Rumble, saying that he didn't perform well, and kind of using him as a beacon to promote himself. And the yes kicks there from Bryan Danielson. And the end is now, because Bryan's going to the corner, and if he points to the sky, Shawn Spears can point to NXT, because he's heading there without a victory. And Bryan, hook of the leg, goes for the pinfall. 2, 3, and Bryan Danielson wins the match. And that's Joe's music. Joe attacking both Shawn Spears and Bryan Danielson. Joe's pissed. Joe wants that match at Maximum Carnage, and he's got it. He's gone to Tony Khan and he's asked for it. But decimating Bryan and Spears and leaving them in the ring. That was Collision, folks. I'll see you on the next one.